What's up, guys? It is Chris back with another watch video. Today we are taking a look, or looking back, at my G Shock. So this is my watch that I actually filled with oil prior to doing a 6-month test in my backyard. So what I did was I took this watch and I buried it in my backyard for 6 months. I buried it last September of 2019. It is now the end of March 2020. And this watch has spent the entire winter in my backyard in some dirt. It has gone through some freezing temperatures, some warm temperatures, and some cool temperatures. The dirt it was sitting in has froze and thawed a few times. It has rained many times. And this was basically an effort to test not only my G Shock, but since I did a home modification of my G Shock where I actually added oil to the case, I wanted to make sure that, number one, it was still as tough as it was prior to me adding oil to the case. So I decided to do a very long-term test of its durability, and I figured the best way of doing that is by putting it in my backyard, leaving it in the elements, temperature changes for a very long time. So like I said, this watch was out there for 6 months, and here it is. So you can see it is pretty good. It actually is very clean. I cleaned it up, just used some hot water and soap. I've actually boiled this watch before, so I could boil it to sanitize it. Might not be a bad idea. You can see there is really no issues. The watch is functioning. All the functions work. The light works, and all of the pushers work. Nothing is not functioning. The only thing that has happened is you could see there are 2 bubbles now in this case in the oil. Now, when I did the mod originally, I intentionally did it so that there would be no bubbles whatsoever. And for some reason, there are 2 bubbles in the watch. Now, that could be from it settling, or it could be from the extreme temperature changes, because it was in freezing temperatures and then it would thaw. We've had some, weird weather here in New York over the past 6 months. Also, it's been outside for 6 months. I don't know. But it doesn't seem like anything else is wrong with the watch, just those 2 air bubbles. Which is very easily corrected. No water got into the case, and you could see there's no issue other than those 2 bubbles, really. That's it. Even the rubber and everything else just washed up really quickly. Doesn't look like anything is wrong with it. These scratches came from when I did the test where I ran it over, and there is some scratches on the case itself, and maybe on the actual acrylic crystal, but other than that, there's really nothing wrong with the watch. Like I said, this watch has been run over, it's been boiled, it's been frozen, it's spent 6 months outside, it's been through my dishwasher. I've done a whole bunch of stuff with it. A lot of those tests have been done even with this modification that I did where I filled it with oil, and it looks like it's been holding up perfectly fine even while it's filled with oil. Now, I also did another video where I filled my CASIO, my analog CASIO, that's this watch right here, with oil, and you can see there's actually a very large bubble in here, and we'll get to the reason why that's there. But I'm going to be releasing a video. I just received this back from a watchmaker, and they did an actual test, a pressurized test, to see what this watch could actually handle. I had to go to 2 different watchmakers, and it's a long story, and I'll get into it into that video, but unfortunately it took a very long time, actually I think about 6 months, for me to get that back. And really quickly, I'll do a wristwatch check. Today I am wearing literally my favorite new watch. It's not mine. I do have to give it back, and I'm going to be very upset when I have to. This is a Crew automatic black Diamondback, excuse me. Just an awesome watch. I love this watch so much. It's just so cool. I love the bracelet especially. It's just so well made, and it's just a really good looking watch. Full review is going to be coming out on this pretty soon, but you could imagine from the way I'm talking about it right now how that's probably going to go. Anyway, yeah, so there you have it, the final result. 6 months outside throughout part of fall, all of winter and part of spring, and you can see this is it's really nothing really has happened, and just a little bit of air has entered the case, and I don't know if that was already captured air that was in the movement and it just made its way up to the crystal. I think that's probably what happened. I don't see any oil that's escaped from the watch, which would have been replaced with air. I'm sure it's not 100%. You know, my adding the oil, I probably, you know, left some gaps where there was no oil fill. So that's probably what happened. Other than that, nothing is really wrong with the watch. Anyway, if you like this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel, and I very, very much appreciate it. Please also follow me on Instagram at WatchChrisBlog. And also there's a bunch of links in the description. Those links are to Amazon, they're to watches. However, if you don't buy a watch, if you buy anything through those links, Amazon compensates me very slightly, and it helps support the channel. So if you'd like to help support the channel, please use those links whenever you can. It is much appreciated, of course. Anyway, thank you for logging on, and please leave a comment below on what you think about this test, and if you have any ideas of what I should do next with the watch. Anyway, thank you very much for logging on, and I'll see you in the next video.